I want to do hood rat shit with my friends. That was my plan. Shout out to Skyrim Bliss.
Where is fucking Jamie?
Somewhere fucking white hoes.
I know he traded out the niggas. I don't think Jamie was ever fucking on niggas though. Jamie always had some
San Antonio or Dallas shit.
Fort Worth,
somewhere.
Texas, nigga from Texas.
He from Texas. I don't know what's up with
I
that.
like Jamie.
I do too. I liked his show. That was my shit. The Jamie Foxx show?
Yeah.
Girl,
he was still a nigga.
That was.
Honestly, he's still a nigga.
He is.
Jamie is just like one of those niggas who out the scene though.
I mean, he's older now, friend.
I was done with him when he married Tom Cruise's ex-wife.
Katie Holmes? He didn't marry her. He was fucking with her, but he didn't marry her.
He married her.
He didn't marry Katie Holmes.
Yes, he did.
Get the front door shut right now.
Her and he got a divorce.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he married her and they got a fucking divorce because they schedules never like let them be. But I thought about Scientology. That's all I could think about when I thought of Tom Cruise's ex-wife. You married the bitch who was in the science church. Did you?
No. Katie Holmes.
No. Who was? I'm finna
You're not talking about Katie Holmes, then.
I'm talking about
because Katie Holmes was the
Tom Cruise ex-wife. Who he got the baby for?
He do got a baby for her. Katie Holmes. He was jumping on Oprah's couch behind her.
What?
He was jumping up on Oprah's couch. Talking about, I love Katie Holmes. You never saw that shit? Girl, it was wild.
What?
Yeah. It was wild. But I didn't know Jamie Foxx married her.
Yes.
But I knew Tom Cruise was into Scientology and he got her into it. I don't think she was the one with it.
I just know the bitch cut her hair real fucking short and went mute. Yes, and she was mute as fuck. Like, she got with
Dawson's Creek. She was really... Hey, I used to love Dawson's Creek. You got me fucked up. Dawson's Creek was live.
I was a CW fan.
You know what I'm saying? You wanted Joey and Dawson to be together.
No,
she was Joey.
Seventh Heaven.
And Seventh Heaven came out before that.
Hey, that's Jessica Biel is married to fucking Justin Timberlake.
It is.
All these... the 90s stars. Jessica Biel was so fine.
Yeah, she was always
She
live.
was like the top.
She's still live.
What the fuck she done lately? She married Justin and she's barely seen.
Well, if I married Justin, I'd be barely seen.
And she popped some babies after his ass.
And
he was cheating on her ass. Could you believe that?
Yes, I can.
It's like motherfuckers get the top-notch bitch. That's like Jay-Z and Beyonce. They get the top-notch, the creme de la creme. Halle Berry, too.
It be deeper than that, though. Like, people be getting shit.
Bitch. We all be thinking we the creme de la creme. And then it be that one motherfucker that cheats on us. And we be like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, yeah, he married her. It was not long lasting, and they got a divorce. I was done with him when he did that. I was like, how could you marry the Scientology bitch? Scientology. Every time you hear Scientology, it sounds like cult. It is a cult. They done had documentaries. They done had celebrities come out. Like, it's a cult. It's a cult.
Lena Riamini or whatever her name was.
The one from Doug's wife from
King and Queen.
Yes,
I used to love that show. Yeah,
but they fucked her career.
Yeah, she came out with the whole story behind Scientology.
Yeah, because they blackballed her.
Yeah,
they blackballed her.
It's very true.
Let them tell it. Churches are all corrupt. It doesn't matter if it's Baptist.
You should have seen
Mormon.
First of all,
Scientology.
Thank you. The whole situation, if you really look at it, is all cults. Religion is a cult. If you think about it, all the shit is cults.
Money laundering cults.
Exactly. Just like what's your boy name at the Lakewood Church?
I like him. The money hid up in the
Come on, friend.
The money Lakewood.
Yeah, not even the money hood. The shit where the people when the flood came and he went. It's so many little things. It's just like so contradictory.
People are people.
Nigga, he is not supposed to be a person. He's supposed to be a shepherd to the flock. He's a shepherd.
First off, he got passed down into
Thank you,
preaching.
Cha-Cha, Joel Osteen. Thank you.
He got passed down into preaching because his daddy was not like that.
Girl,
His daddy
he
was in the
is
real
reaping.
Lake Hood in the hood.
He is
with these
reaping
niggas.
every reward.
From his
Trust you
daddy.
me. It don't matter. White folks do that in all kinds of. Thank you. I don't trust him or his wife.
So you
Thank
saying y'all don't trust? I like Victoria. She's a real nigga. If you ask me, she gets the nigga pass from me because y'all be. Let me tell you, the most corrupt thing I hate about people is y'all don't allow people to be people. Y'all think because they have these pedestals that they're supposed to act a certain way.
No,
like
I think if
they're not people.
No, I'm saying if you on that pedestal, meaning the pulpit, then you need to do what the fuck you supposed to do with the people.
Fuck I want to do with the people.
Exactly.
And that's
what you want to do.
Exactly. But everybody does.
You don't get to do
and
that.
Just because they're preachers or celebrities in your eyes.
You celebrity. I'm talking about big mega churches and the people that's in them. I'm not talking about celebrities. That's what I'm saying.
Doing it forever.
It's a business.
But let's talk about you. Because I'm gonna be the same way. I'm gonna be very fucking selective when I get my money on who I help.
Nah, fuck that. We can do that, but when you take yourself,
we can do that,
friend, no,
they're people.
No,
stop holding these preachers up to like they're not people.
It's like you're saying, don't hold them accountable. You bitch, we hold them accountable. If you up here claiming to be this situation that you're claiming to be, you have to live that. Period. You have to live
up to every standard.
I'm not on a pulpit though.
Bitch, but you have a business though.
I'm not on a pulpit and I stand on, but I stand. It do matter.
Pulpit or not?
Yes,
they're human.
No,
people
bitch.
Fuck up. I don't care.
No,
I don't care. Take me to the grave with me. Take me to the grave.
If you're a pastor, is your job, the job that you chose.
And I'm not perfect.
It don't.
And I'm gonna do fucked up shit. And
like
it's either up
steal
to
money,
you. It's either up to you to follow me or not follow me because it's irregardless. People gonna follow who the fuck they want to follow.
That don't mean that,
and that
you give them an okay and say, "Oh, you're human," so you can falsify. Nah, man.
I'm not saying falsify.
That's what it is, though.
But at the end of the day, everybody do crooked shit. Everybody do crooked shit. Everybody have their own ways. Just because a motherfucker, he's not a pedophile. No, y'all want to go there?
Hold on.
Let's go there.
Wait a minute.
Y'all want to go there? Let's go there. He's not a fucking pedophile.
You're right.
He's not a rapist.
That's like
y'all
saying,
y'all never had a bitch come out and say he was cheating with her either. He don't have no illegitimate kids either.
It has nothing to do with
it. No,
it
does. Because y'all want to talk about
business.
Church is a business.
Okay.
And people launder money. Exactly.
He's great at
it. And a lot of these motherfucking churches have been laundering money through the church system and big corporations and setting the tone for communities.
I agree with you, Cha-Cha. But they ain't doing shit in the community. That's my point. These mega churches do not do nothing in the community.
Exactly. And that's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
And y'all want to beat up on this white man who got a nigga wife because they got more money. And niggas been doing the same thing. The motherfucking building fund been there your whole life. The church ain't been built up yet.
Right.
Now, if you appreciate you crooked, you need a new job. Just like if you work customer service and you rude, you need a new job.
I agree.
I'm gonna take it like this. I grew up in church. Parents been pastors. It is what it is. People are people. And just because you feel like they're wrong doesn't mean that God still don't work through them. Doesn't mean that they're still not saving lives. Motherfuckers like that are the people who are sit in church and do the same shit when they leave out of church and not change. The difference is you're not on the pulpit. That's what I don't like. So you can say whatever, I still have my opinion. Just because a motherfucker, I'm saying just because people have their flaws doesn't mean if they're not anointed, doesn't mean I'm not gonna listen. Y'all listened to Crevelo Dollar for years and he was a
never.
I'm just saying. I didn't say you. I say y'all. So when I say y'all, I'm talking about masses. The masses.
True, and they listen. And they listen to your boy that got robbed at the church in New York. You feel me? He made a whole video.
Motherfuckers be setting their own churches up to be robbed and insurance claims, just like motherfuckers who got businesses.
But he human though, so he.
You choose to follow who you want to follow.
People.
I'm not saying everybody's not gonna be perfect. You point a perfect man out to me.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying these mega churches where these people that own or facilitate through these mega churches, they are and should be held to the standard in which they preach to the people. Like, they should be effective in their communities that they're in, not just take people money and then, you know what I'm saying, blow up off other people's money.
What community Lakewood in? Because they're not in the community anymore.
That's my point.
Exactly.
That's exactly the point of that's the purpose of a church. It's for the community.
When they were in the community and wasn't as big when his father was there, they did a lot. But now they're massive. They are off the fucking freeway where we used to have the circus, bitch. They're in the Circus Ringling Brothers facility. You think, I'm just saying, in my mind, when shit happen, I'm gonna be selective on who I let come in and tell my shit. That's the point.
I'm talking about the impact and what they actually were created for.
I'm telling you, I'm just breaking it down on my situation. Mm-hmm. If I have a nice facility, a nice business, I'm gonna be because it is a business, I'm gonna be very selective on who I want to come and help and serve. Now, just because I don't help and serve the people you feel like I should help and serve, don't mean I'm not giving back. That's like motherfuckers hate Oprah. They hate Oprah. And
I don't know how they can hate Oprah. I love me some Oprah.
But motherfuckers hate Oprah.
That's true. They do hate Oprah.
And she gives back. But let them tell it, Oprah don't do shit for our community. Oprah do shit for Africa. Oprah do shit for the people she chooses to do shit for. Because nobody is ever gonna be perfect. I don't care what pedestal you're on. Everybody gonna find fault in what the fuck they feel like you're doing. I love Joel. I get a word every time I hear his ass speaking, because he's a speaker. He's a motivational speaker, if you ask me. If you a hooping and hollering type of preacher, churchgoer, that's your thing. But sometimes you don't need nobody hooping and hollering to you. Sometimes we need to get to the bread, the meat, and the butter and keep it pushing.
True.
If you can get a word from that, that's all the fuck that matter. That don't mean you gotta attend the damn church. You can attend church via TV. You can attend church where two or more gather. Church is what you make it. But it's motherfuckers out here that ain't got no motherfucking money and wonder why they still broken in poverty, but you can't even go feed the homeless. So we can throw stones and do all that, but I'm not talking against y'all. I don't give a fuck.
You ain't got to. I still say what I
don't give a
fuck.
Because it's niggas in they hood that don't do shit for they hood they in right now. So I wouldn't care.
But they also don't put themselves...
Johnny Boy Fitness 1500 say, oh my, y'all diving deep. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
But they're also not putting themselves in that, it's like the president being the president, and then you fucking find out. No, I'm not talking about him helping us. I'm just making an example. Like, the president is the president. You know what I mean? Every just regular schmegular nigga can't just be president. Like, it has to be certain things that we hold the president to a higher.
Anybody can be motherfucking president,
but we hold the president to a higher esteem on the strength of what they're supposed to represent. Just like a pastor, preacher, priest, whatever church or whatever.
You know who elects these people? Us.
No, no one elects the pastor.
No, yes, they do. It's a whole board. And you know what happens in the congregation from other churches when you're not doing what the fuck they want you to do? It's going to be a citywide call of pastors that's going to call you and figure out if this is what you need to be doing. Your church is not your church. These people have a board of advisories that say if you're going to be a pastor or not. They elect the pastor. The pastor is like the president. He's a face. He's a face. You choose to go and serve who you want to choose and serve. That's all I'm saying.
I feel that. I agree. All I'm saying is that when we hold people when people put themselves in certain places because they're being held to that certain esteem,
I feel
then they should be governing themselves accordingly.
I feel like if you don't govern yourself accordingly to how you hold other people to that standard, I think we have nothing else to talk about.
No, because I'm not saying that I'm a pastor.
Just saying when the hands go up
and start talking, she means
that shit.
Yeah. But I'm not saying that. Like, I'm not saying, oh, I own a church and I'm
not talking about a church.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm saying in general.
No, I'm talking about churches.
Because it's no
I'm talking about
it's
churches
no
specifically.
It's no difference.
It definitely is a difference.
If you can't, and that's why it's a lot of people that cannot go to church now.
I can go to any church I want to.
Mentality.
I can go to any church I want to, get the word that they're going to give to me, and move on with my life, knowing that I can leave there and go be beneficial in the community, where the community, like originally, I'm talking about historically,
I'm saying
church is designed
for people
the
who
community.
don't hold themselves, because you don't need a church to do shit in your community.
I agree with
if
you.
You not
do a lot of stuff in the community.
You do.
But that don't make me a pastor.
Exactly.
And that's my point.
But that's no. Anyway.
So you don't hold the pastor to a higher accord than
he's
the bum on the street.
He's a human being to me. He's a human being to me. We are equal. He got sins like I got sins.
Okay.
No, I don't. He's a man. He's just a man.
I agree, he's just a man.
That's like saying a wife is greater than a woman who's single. No. No.
How is that like that? That's not like that at all.
Because a wife is supposed to be on a pedestal and abide in the court and hold herself to these certain things, right?
Oh, that not a good example for the person not believing in it. I don't believe in that shit. But I understand what you're saying. Exactly. I'm just saying, like,
exactly.
We have to hold these people who put themselves in certain situations accountable for the position that they put themselves. That's all I'm saying. You have to be accountable.
It's back to life be lifing. You either bullshit or you ain't bullshit.
Life do be lifing like a motherfucker.
It's either
Cha-Cha said that's not the same. You got hella watchers.
I know.
The ghost got his big ass eyeballs out here.
Okay, Cha-Cha. Whatever. Agree to disagree. I feel like just a person. They are just people trying to do the best that they can. Because let me tell you something. Anybody can get into a position to want to do better, and life be lifing.
It's true. Life do be
and
lifing.
Life be lifing.
That don't mean there's no consequences, and that don't mean that niggas ain't gonna hold you accountable.
That's
accountability
true,
is
his
necessary.
Money is not affected. So the conversation we even having ain't even penetrating or touching the congregation for him to feel anything. You get what I'm saying?
The fact that you just said that is the problem. Like, not what you said, but the fact that the money shouldn't be his focus on the strength of he's supposed to be.
I don't think the money is his focus.
But you just said if the money's not affected.
It takes more than a salary to be a pastor. It takes more than a salary to go in front of a congregation and run in front of people. Because the same way we're talking about this motherfucker, that's a lot for a person to take in. Right. So it's a choice that he makes every Sunday. The good person in him, regardless of how the fuck we feel, is for him to say, you know what, I'm still gonna, regardless what is said or done. Regardless if you think I'm the mastermind behind money laundering or what. Because sometimes
she said behind the money laundering.
Because sometimes
the money in the walls.
Sometimes motherfuckers do not know what's really be happening with their money.
Facts.
So
I agree.
So you can't never speak on situations when it comes to shit like that, because it can be a money hungry motherfucking accountant that handles the church business that's laundering fucking money.
Right. That's putting money in the wall.
You know who gets blamed for that? The motherfucking head.
Right.
So you cannot.
Accountability.
Accountability. Mm-hmm. But you cannot tell and run somebody's business when you don't know the business. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not that type of person. I can't run you down. A man is just a man. He has not showed us anything outside of that. Anything else, we can't talk about. We can't talk about. You talking about some he say, she say type of shit. And we don't know, friend. We don't know the business.
They found the money in the walls.
Yeah, a worker found the money.
Facts.
Joel never admitted that he put the money there. He doesn't know how the money got there.
Of course he doesn't know. He even said that he got robbed before, but reported a different amount of money. Like, let's just agree that there's money.
Bitch, we all lie, bitch, because the insurance policy come, I'm going to add a couple of zeros.
Look, facts.
So I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Until I get arrested, I am innocent until proven fucking guilty.
Speaking of arrested, the girl, Krishan?
Girl, what? Yeah, got arrested.
Yeah. Was that old or new?
It is old. No.
Oh, okay.
It's old. So
spill the beans, because I know you know.
Yes, you know I'm a motherfucking.
That's what I need to add.
Watcher.
Yes.
Subscription intact.
Okay. Face ass.
So this last episode of Baddies of the South, first off, the bitch already knew she had warrants in Oklahoma. For whatever reason, they really didn't disclose why.
So is she with Blueface or not with? I'm so confused about this.
Bitch, that's her nigga.
Okay, because they be the way they be, the way they crazy life be like. The way he be handling her.
The way she be handling him.
The way they be handling each other. Yeah, fact.
That's that young toxic love.
Yeah.
And she crazy, and he be letting her do all type of shit. But let me tell you something. He helps aid that shit, and his mama. First off, Blueface mama be too in his fucking business.
Bitch too involved.
That bitch is an Instagram. Go on, tell everybody business. Cause he was just talking shit. Girl, shut up. You too old to be in these kids' business. Krishan is on Baddies of the South, hosted by Natalie, because she's one of the original bad girls. Okay. So she created this show, and you know, this is Zeus Network is Ray J's company, right?
Oh, really?
Yes, girl, fucking Ray J.
Only on the Doll's house when you find out these information.
So basically, they done gave Natalie this show, and Krishan is on there, and of course she's fucking fighting, and Blueface is her nigga. She sips out a cup, and first off, what annoys me about Krishan is this hoe sucks on a pacifier.
I ain't never seen a suck on a pacifier.
If you look at Baddies of the South, this bitch has a pacifier going out, a pacifier, like it's like her comfy blanket. Well, they're in New Orleans. They make a pit stop in New Orleans because the last stop is supposed to be Houston. But before they even get to Houston, this bitch gets arrested. Like, slam her on the ground, bounty hunters coming. This hoe is crying. But let me tell you, she already knew they was coming to pick her ass up. Because when they went down this Bourbon Street in New Orleans, the first thing this hoe said, "Ooh, them bounty hunters, they be scary. I want to look out for them." Next thing, after they leave Bourbon Street, the hoe getting arrested. So you knew prior to you going on the show, or even while you were on the show, that you had a warrant out for your arrest. Bitch, that's just trick of the trade. Them hoes gonna catch you. You on the network. You didn't think these motherfuckers gonna track you down?
Right.
She was.
They had her titties all out.
Girl, they had to cover her.
They had to cover her head with a blanket like she was in a fire.
I didn't feel sorry for her because this little hoe be talking. Maybe because I've been arrested and locked up before. Like, this shit be happening, okay?
Life be life.
That's all I said. Now that my young days, we talk about young days, the bitch life be life.
Yeah.
But shit be happening. That's all I'm saying. You a big whore body bitch. You want to fight hoes and this and that, bitch. Chalk that shit up and get arrested, bitch. Don't be crying. Every time I done got arrested, bitch, I ain't cry. I was chalking that shit up, ready to fight a bitch up in the on the way. Bitch, shut the fuck up talking to me, hoe, because now I gotta be in here with you busted up bitches. Everybody locked up got a story.
Busted up?
Yes, girl. Every bitch locked up got an elaborate ass story on how their life is.
Yo!
What?
Yo!
Like, bitch, you gotta believe half the shit them hoes locked up say. Like, that shit don't be lifing for real. It's like a sitcom, bro. You can really get caught up in the bullshit if you let it. And the crazy part, this hoe young and she still be doing shit. Bitch be caught. Did you not see the video a couple of weeks ago of Krishan like pulling on this nigga and he had the 2-piecer to get the fuck up off him?
He did have the 2-piecer. And she ate them shits like broccoli and cheese. She was like,
so why the fuck you crying getting arrested, bitch? Why are you crying?
Nigga, now it's real. Somebody gonna fuck Blueface while I'm in the pen.
The bitch had just got out of jail for stealing the nigga car and went back.
Yo,
she was like,
and then he get her out.
I didn't steal his car. It was our car. It was my car. No, bitch, you stole that nigga car and he called the police on you.
He out of line.
Is he?
Look, he out of line.
Is he though?
A real nigga wouldn't call the police.
Bitch, I need my car back.
He got plenty of cars. Nigga,
Girl,
you could have caught a ride.
You steal my car, I'm calling the police.
Nigga, I'm gonna go steal your car right now.
All right, bitch, I'm calling. You like to play MG? No, I did not give her.
Look, she said,
listen, never tell the fucking police you gave them the keys. No, you never gave them the keys. Never say you gave them the keys at all. That's never the way to go. If they stole your car, you don't know how the fuck they got your car. You got your spell. Like, I got my keys. I don't know how they got that motherfucker. They must have hot-wired some. It's gone. It's gone. I don't know who got it. It's gone, Mr. Police Officer.
Thugosis, aka Guala. He got his forehand on the forehead.
For real. Shit, cause soon as you tell them, oh yeah, I let them borrow, they just didn't bring it back. They gonna say, well, you gotta serve them and give them 30 days to bring your shit back. What? You can't even let a motherfucker spend the night at your house no
right,
more.
not too long. Right, fuck around and be like, nigga, this is the common law. Like, hold on. I thought you was in the right
with the Airbnb.
Yes, the squatters,
girl,
bitch.
The
fucking squatters.
Yes.
Ugh, fucking squatters.
Nah, me and that bitch gonna be fighting every day, bitch. You ain't gonna be comfortable here.
Never.
Ever. Ever. Bitch gonna be ready to leave. I'm gonna be walking around there how like Tanisha with the plastic pants.
I hate her so much.
You gotta go. You gotta go. Every time that hoe got to the restroom, bitch, you gotta have to catch some.
Hello.
And just start chunking shit at that hoe.
Do you remember that song, The Woe, or the dance craze, The Woe? It was like the Houston artist, gentleman.
Something.
I just
old shit.
Oh.
I'm just saying, it's old. I don't remember.
Never mind.
I don't remember.
You just ruined what I was going to say.
I mean, say it.
No, because
just say it.
You're going to ruin the marketing behind the song, so never mind. Yes, put your face away.
My face told it all.
Yeah, she did. Fucking Aquarius is sicking me. I'm an Aquarius as well, so I can say things of that nature.
I mean, I don't know what you wanted me to say.
Nothing. Shout out to Thugosta.
I just ruined the whole marketing. Wrong show.
For real.
Is he tuned in? Thank God. Now, if you say Kate Wayne or something it's different. So popular,
right?
I'd be like, oh, okay. But I mean,
my friend, I just want better for my friend.
I don't know. Like, bitch, it ain't little old. It ain't Fat Pat, no. Like, them the legends. I know that. I'm getting old, bitch. I don't know who these people be. I know Fast Lane. I know, you know a few.
Lil Pat the nicest.
Yes, Lil Pat the nicest. Okay, you know some of these motherfuckers. Other than that, it's hard to keep up.
I'm gonna need you not to be working at the radio station talking about.
It's hard to keep up. I never said I was the music person.
That's me. Yeah.
What people, music-wise, has been on my show? I'm not the music buff.
No, you're not. That's my job.
That is definitely your job.
But I definitely put you up on all the hot shit.
You do.
You know what I'm saying?
But you said old shit. So that's
you said old shit. I didn't say that. You said that.
Ah, yeah, whatever.
You're weird.
Now, did you see
what?
Lifetime has a new show about the people that live in the house, like in your walls and shit?
It's called Froggins. I saw.
Yes.
I watched the movie.
I'm so scared.
Froggers. Bitch, I got 2 addicts.
Do you hear
me?
Scared.
2.
Because it always sounds like I just moved into my new house.
Don't do that.
And it sounds like motherfuckers live up there. Like, I be hearing shit. And it's not an apartment.
Your shit gotta
and
move.
I don't have, like,
people be moving your
upstairs,
shit.
downstairs.
Right, it's a flat.
Yes, and it always sounds like late at night, like
somebody's up there.
Yes, or in my wall.
But do things be moving when you put them places? That's where it comes out. Like I be coming in my kitchen and I be like, the ancestors be in here because
she done
the cabinets be open, and I'm like, I don't think I.
Now that sounds like that shit that was happening at my grandma's old house. She was like, that was just Jones. No, Granny, he's taking this shit out the motherfucking cabinet.
Making bowls of cereal.
I swear to God, I was outside my granny house for hours. Like, no, honey, I don't know what the fuck y'all talking about with these Louisiana. Bitch, I'm from Houston.
Right.
I don't know what this Creole shit is. Okay? I don't want to live in here with no ghosts. Oh, that's just Jones. Bitch, you know who it is.
Right. Y'all met each other?
Okay.
No,
pineapples
Facts.
outside the house.
Right.
What you doing outside?
Waiting on you.
She thought I was playing. No, ma'am. I don't play with spirits. But I'm serious. I'm scared to watch the Lifetime show. They done gave these motherfuckers a whole show, bitch. And you know
it's a movie too.
It
was a movie.
But it come on like Unsolved Mysteries or some shit. It's like
crazy.
A lady in the interview, and she's telling her story like, yeah, I bought a house, and then all of a sudden I start noticing things. Like, bitch, that's too much for me. Because I'm going to be paranoid as fuck going home. And looking at shit, doing shit, like, oh my God, I think somebody in my
literally
walls.
got 2 attics. So after I watched that movie, I was fucked up. Bitch, everybody got an attic. And Houston, especially. They don't do motherfucking basements here, that's for sure. You'd be underwater, drowned.
It was like, oh, your water heater in the attic. I was like,
what? You childish as fuck.
Yeah, that's what the string is. You like, know what? I ain't going up in there.
No reason for us to go through.
I didn't feel through a roof. I understand that you got to walk on the beams and not the soft part.
Cotton. Yes. Leave the cotton be.
Bitch been assed out before hanging. I didn't know how to get up or down. With that, this has been this week's episode. Thanks for tuning in. Come back and make sure you tune in next week at the same time. We ain't fucking going nowhere. We just getting started. So, Lovey, take us on out. I need to stop. I'm gonna stop being rude. Sorry, Cha-Cha. Your opinion is very valid.